key question which comes to our mind whenever we go somewhere is, where am I? Throughout human experience, this question has prompted man to find out some means to find this out. The ancient Greek geographers, Ptolemy created a grid system of the world in his book Geography for locating places on Earth. In Middle Ages, the present latitude and longitude system was developed and implemented for this purpose. So basically in this paragraph they are telling you that since age-old times, the Greek philosopher Ptolemy, he was the one who first coined this word in his book Geography, where he called the latitudes and longitudes, which are known as present day the latitudes and longitudes, were together called as grid system. That means the crisscross lines, imaginary lines, which are drawn on the globe to locate places on the earth, are basically called and known as the grid system. Fact 5. The earliest known globe was constructed in 150 BC in Turkey. Please know the details and remember it as one word answer. Earth, currently the world's largest rotating globe, is at the Dynamo Mapping Centers headquartered in Yarmouth, Maryland, USA. Then they are telling you location of places on a globe, and the two ways in which you can locate places are latitudes and longitudes. The Earth's surface is so vast that it is impossible for anybody to locate a place on it without the help of mathematical calculations. The location on Earth is done with reference to imaginary lines, parallels and meridians, also termed as latitudes and longitudes. The equator is an imaginary line that passes from east to west through the center of the earth. The set of lines running east to west parallel to the equator are called lines of latitude. Latitude lines run horizontally. Another set of lines run north to south, converging at the poles. These vertical lines are termed as longitudes. The intersection of latitudes and longitudes pinpoints the location of a place on Earth. For example, Delhi is located at 28 degrees 36 minutes north, 77.12 degrees east. So now we know that the Earth is so vast that supposing we want to know a location of this place called A. Now we will not be able to tell because it's a spherical body. How am I going to tell you where this place A is located? So for that we follow the imaginary lines running throughout the earth. The grid system is the running of these lines. Supposing this is the equator, that means the lines running parallel to them are the latitudinal lines. These are the latitudinal lines. And the lines which are running from north to south, these are known as the longitudinal lines. And since it is measured in degrees, now with this grid system, the passing of each line could be measured and seen. So if Earth is 0 degrees here, supposing equator, at equator it is 0 degrees. That means this place according to the latitudes is somewhere in the northern hemisphere. This is the northern. The equator is dividing the earth into the northern and the southern hemisphere. So it is somewhere in the northern hemisphere. Then with the longitude we see the degrees and we know whether it is in the east side or the west side through the meridians, prime meridians. So basically we know that the other name for latitudinal lines, latitudes, are also known as parallels because they run along with the equator parallel to it, and longitudinal lines are also known as meridians. So if we look at latitudes, latitudes are the lines which are running parallel to the equator on both the sides. They maintain equal distance throughout. They do not converge at any point. They run parallel all around the globe or all around the hemisphere. They are running parallel and maintain equidistance between them. When we talk of longitudinal lines, they are running from north pole to south pole and they appear to be converging. That means they meet here somewhere and they are making complete circle from the front and from the back side. Front and the back side. They are making complete circles. Whereas here, if you see the latitudes, the circles are getting lesser all around. If you see the other side in a globe, you'll see that the circles are getting reduced. The size of the circles are getting reduced and they are parallel, also running parallel throughout. From this paragraph itself, I have taken out a few differences, like equator is a line of latitude, and here all the latitudinal lines, they are also known as parallel lines. That means latitudes or parallels, they mean the same. In the same way, the longitudinal lines, they are also known as meridians. That means they are known by meridians as well as latitudes. And the second point, they run parallel throughout. That means each line is parallel. They do not meet somewhere at a common point. Whereas in longitudes, they appear to be converging at the poles. They appear to be meeting. All the lines converge and meet at the poles. So they are converging at the poles. And the third point is, only equator makes a complete circle. The biggest circle, the complete circle, only equator makes a complete circle. It is only the equator which is making a one full circle, complete full circle. Okay? Full circle. But here if you see longitudes, this front side again from the back side is making one full complete circle. So every latitude which is seen in the front view has a back same view, and they are each making complete circles, complete full circles they are making. Yeah. Then the last point of difference is the latitudes, they run horizontally. That means the lines running from west to east or east to west, whatever. Yeah, they are horizontal lines like this, and vertical lines are like this. So the longitudes are making the vertical lines and the latitudes making the horizontal lines. So these are the basic differences in this particular paragraph as we read. Now I'm going to teach you how to locate places on a globe or on a map which has a grid system with latitudes and longitudes marked. Now they have taken a place called Delhi and they have said 28.36 degrees north. So let us first take north. Now north is on top. Clear? So they are talking of 20. See here the 28. Let's see where 28 is written. So it is written here. That means when we are talking of north-south, we are talking of the latitudinal horizontal lines. So it is saying 28.36. So 28 से 32 में 28.36 is somewhere here in this line. From here we see. Then the longitudinal line, they have said 77.12 east. So see from east 77 degrees, this is 76 somewhere here. And if you see the points this and here, you will see the location of Delhi. So in this way we locate places. Now for Bhopal, let us see. It is 24 and 20, so somewhere it is 23 degrees north, and again we have it 77 degrees east, and we found Bhopal here. For Mumbai, if you find, let us see, it is 16 to 20, so it is somewhere I think 18 degrees north and then This is 72, this is 76. So it is somewhere in, I think, 73. And if you match, it is 73 degrees east. So this is the way we locate places. Once we know the degrees of a particular place, we know the place where it is on globe with the grid system properly marked. With this, we stop here for this session.